Elanga, isn't it? I've already spoken about Rabiot, honestly. I don't know about this guy. Honestly, Jackpo, I don't know about him. What do you want me to say about Rabiot? Honestly, this guy for me is just clueless footballer. I just feel bad for him. He's not been taught how to play midfielder. He's just freestyling it.
This shit crazy.
Gorilla made me do my dance.
That's a nice screening for him. But is he playing at left wing back in this game? No, he's playing a midfielder. There, I think maybe that is where they want him to play. There, make that turn and then make that switch. That's maybe that's what Ten Hag wants from him. Yeah, but not the left side. Maybe the right side, right? Maybe the side of Sancho. And because Anthony was the one that was rumored. I have an idea of why he wants to use Rabiot as a 6. Because Rabiot's okay. I haven't seen Rabiot with a micromanaging coach yet. So maybe that's also an interesting project. And secondly, we don't know what will happen with him. Because he has a good turning radius. Like, he can turn well and he can pass the basic passes. He has a good height for a 6. Like, he's a tall, so he will win duels. But if he can understand how to play it, like, this is nice from him. This is not bad. And if he can screen there, responsible with his screening, and that was good from him. You know, so but this is always a national game, so the game is a bit slower. Maybe that's better for him. But I see the idea of Rabiot at United. I get him. If he's going to be used as a 6, I can see the purpose of it. But he's also... I don't know if he's going to be used as an 8. That's what I'm thinking about. I don't think he will be a 6. I don't think he will be playing as a 6. As much tougher than just a 6. He doesn't have much to offer, just more when he's playing higher. Like, this guy is just a good driver with the ball. But that's it. We don't see any trickery from him. I think, when was his best game? It was with Paris, right? Let's see who he was playing well against, where he was playing in that 6. I don't know why United always want these brain-dead midfielders. It's so frustrating to watch. Just get a midfielder that can make a pass and make people move. This guy is just a good on the ball midfielder, but that's it. I think this is one of the games where he got big mainstream street credit. Have you been on the ball yet? Is that him? You know, that's what he's good at. Moving into space and then do this. But that's not what United need right now. Paredes. The thing with Paredes is why I don't think they want him. I wouldn't want him for these competencies either. Like, I see this is what Rabiot can do, but I wouldn't want him for that. I don't think that would change a lot at United. You see how much he just runs with the ball and then receives and run again? This is not what you want at United. Maybe he is too attacking minded at 6, but look what you're dealing with. You have Fred right now, right? Or maybe you change formation and play with the 2 midfield. Rabiot and Eriksen, I guess. Who was we talking about? Paredes? You guys remember Paredes at Rome? This guy was a ball at Rome. I never understand why that didn't work out. This guy had laser passes. I don't know, but maybe Paredes doesn't want to go to United. But this guy's very static, boys. Like, Paredes is a very static player. And it'll just make the midfield very heavy to have this guy. He's a good passer. But he's defensively not the best either. You know, you can play... I've always said you can play with the Regista in Italy. But in England, you will get punished, man. Like, I get it. When I see these passes, I also want Paredes at United, but it comes at a cost, you know, and it's all about United can handle that cost. You're already hating on Fred, and Fred is better positioned physically to that position than Paredes. This guy is super stiff defensively. But obviously his passing is better, right? If they get Paredes, I want Paredes in a 2. I don't want Paredes to just sit as a 6, because defensively that will not work. But his passing is nice though. It's just nice, but you can do this in... Let's not show what Jorginho did in Napoli. Look how good Jorginho looked in Napoli. This guy has traumatized me. I always have a rule of thumb about these players when they come to England. I haven't seen a pass like that once from Jorginho in England. Why do you guys? You just sold Pogba and now you want Milinkovic-Savic. You basically want the same guy in your team. Can we just please get some midfielders in United that I can actually play midfielders? I want a midfielder at United that knows how to play midfield role. The role midfield. Passing, winning duels. You know? High volume passer. A guy that knows tempo. Maybe also a guy that knows tackle and can play tempo. It's always these sus players. Who do I want? We cannot get Frankie, I guess. That's not possible. What is going on with Tielemans? Why is Tielemans not getting bought? Maybe Tielemans not getting bought because Eriksen is there? Neves is too expensive. Neves won't go, I think. He's too expensive. Sangara, I don't think Sangara is good enough. I'm actually thinking about a midfield now to United. Who is there from this top 10 clubs that could play midfield for United? Not the top 6 clubs, the top 10 clubs. So just below United. Neves is one of the obvious candidates. Guido Rodriguez is actually a good shout. I think maybe this guy can play basic midfield. Rice could also... it's so difficult, man. Neves is Portuguese. Yeah, but Neves is accustomed to the league, right? But Bruno G would have been perfect, yeah. Bruno G. I think this guy is maybe actually a good shout. Just about if he can be okay with the tempo. Because he can obviously play football, right? He can play football and he can win his duels. He has a good height. But I don't know what his ceiling is though. Palhinha just went to Fulham. I think Neves is Neves contracts. He tackles too much. It's fine. Like I think this is just the tackling part. He's also a decent passer. I've seen clips of him. Like Bates was close to winning to come into top 4, right? I don't think Rice fits the way that Erik ten Hag wants to play. I think maybe the answer is Spain. Maybe there is some midfielders in Spain they could get. I'm just wondering who they could get. Is Twitter still effed up, or are we back on Twitter? He looks like a destroyer, not a tempo setter. I got the idea that he was a tempo setter too, but I'm not sure why this video is just him tackling for days. You see, like he's a decent passer too. I thought he was left-footed for some weird reason, but now I'm seeing he's right-footed. Okay. They just from at least nope, not going to happen. Contact was not going to happen. Soler could maybe happen, but Soler is just in that Eriksen mold, right? Kimmich won't happen. You see what the issue is, boys? Like, it's difficult to find a midfield that actually fits the way United wants to play. So they need to go for some risky midfielders. They need to go for midfielders that are not Premier League adapted because of the way they're playing. You know, you need to find midfielders with brain, which is a very hard task to do in football. I think Tielemans is the only one I'm thinking about in the Premier League from the big clubs. Yeah, it looks like Guido is okay actually from what I'm seeing. The thing about buying a midfielder from another league is they need adaptation time. That's the issue. Like, this guy can look good in Spain, but we don't know how he is in England and how long it takes him. What up, Mione? You know what? Who they should go for? They should go for that guy from Raul de Paul from Atletico Madrid. That the Argentinian guy. He got an engine. He can pass. But I think Atletico is not going to let him go, man. I think it's difficult, boys. I don't think there are many good midfielders out there at the moment. That's the issue. All the big teams want midfielders with brain, but there's not so many of them. That's the big issue right now for me. What I'm seeing. He's a 10, not a 6. No, Raul de Paul? No. Listen, what do we want? If we want a midfield with brain. My 6 can be a Fabinho Casemiro 6. That's how I want it. I don't want my midfield to be good defensively and win duels. That's too much to ask for. Right now, I'm thinking about the 8 position besides the Maguire position. I'm thinking about the McTominay position. The guy that's taking over McTominay. Because if I want a 6, I want a 6 that's just winning duels mainly and can just play the easy passes. I don't want anything that's... I don't even know who I would take as a 6 either, because who is there on the 6 market that's good? Then you would take somebody from France or... Look who Palace got. Palace got some guy from... yeah, Mione. Lo Celso as a 6 for United. Look at Raul de Paul as a... And that's why I'm saying United should not play with a 6. United should just play with a 2-man midfield. So they can have 2 players that can help each other. Like, this guy's good, man. And he hasn't even had a good season with Atletico. But he's a good passer. Good engine. Winning his duels. He's also been in Spain now and been in Italy. He has a good football education. He has that Argentinian mentality. You could also put Martinez as a 6. I think that's also, despite him not having the lungs for it. Bernal is also a good shout, Pistachio. But I don't think he will leave, right? Like he loves Milan. I think that's his boyhood club, right? Yeah. I think honestly, Italy has some good midfielders going on right now. So maybe also look there. I saw Casati. I haven't even heard about this guy. I don't know who this guy is. Is he a young guy? Because if that's Casati, I don't even know. I have never seen this guy play. Yeah, but simply Brozovic is not leaving, right? Come on, like, look, I don't know. Honestly, are you guys not excited to see who City's going to get instead of Frankie? Not Frankie instead of Bernardo Silva. They're losing Bernardo Silva. Who are they looking for? No, because in Conspicuous, it's much harder than that. I don't know how they target players. Honestly, I don't know that, but it's difficult, man, because it's so late in the transfer window now. You know when players actually get information that clubs are interested in them, a half a year before it happens, the agent will say to the player, you maybe have interest from United, like mid-season. Doing it at the end is going to be very difficult because there's a long talk about how the project is going to be, yada yada yada. Like, if you get something now, it's not going to be good, because the good players don't want to just get some messy things. Why am I watching this guy? This guy is the solution to United problems. Like, he hasn't even played a full professional match. What the hell? Boys, I'm watching Italian football. I've never heard about this guy. I'm not watching Italian youth football, but at the senior level, I've never heard about this guy. So I don't think they'll go for him. I get he's a good player, but now we're talking about the big boy football, okay? I'm thinking about somebody from the. What about Sassuolo? Doesn't Sassuolo have somebody? It better be a good one, this guy. Really? Thank. No. We're not gonna watch these young players now. Let me see. Where was that Amazon thing? Like, now we this is always the slippery slope of this stream. It always, at the end of the day, I'm starting to watch like a League 2 Vietnamese player, and then people say, but bro, look, he can actually play Regista for this team. No, that's not going to happen. Not today. I'm not going to watch some dodgy youth player for some dodgy league. Fifth, you actually mentioned it just before I was about to do it. You're reading my mind here. Pistachio, I'll open the clip in a moment, but we have to do something before that.
Come on. Let's go, buddy.
Happy New Year to everybody, guys. Just been a few days away from you guys, and I don't want to get emotional, but it makes me realize how proud and how happy I am to share my life with you every day, guys. And I'm really sorry that I cannot be there today, because we're gonna go to war today, and I would like to be there, but I will be grabbing this screen and I will be pushing and forcing and doing everything I can to try to help you as much as possible. Just one thing, guys, be yourself. I want a game that you face to face. I want to see the players confronting them. When we were at the Emirates, remember what they did? 3-0 down and with 10 players that they would put in Mahrez, Sterling on the pitch to humiliate you.
What did he say? You were putting Mahrez on the pitch to humiliate you? Oh my days. I honestly love Spanish people.
Putting Mahrez, Sterling on the pitch to humiliate you. Let's go for it, guys. We are a completely different team, and to go from the first minute, think forward, act forward, and play forward. All of you guys. I'm proud of you. There and with this match. Let's go.
Damn. Let's go. And then they lost 2-1. But it was a good match. I think this was the match where Arsenal truly told, where they realized they were actually a good team. Yeah, that match was that match was a bit triggering for Arsenal fans, I remember. When is it coming out? Tomorrow, right? Oh, Ukraine TV presenter takes a picture with Marino after an interview. How's this news? It's not even... Honestly, Marino looks fresher, right? Is it just the lighting? Why is my Twitter so buggy, man? I can't do anything on it. Let's just the bench cam send maybe. Yeah, let's look at the bench cam. Send me the bench cam, mate. I'll go through it quickly. This is basically just becoming an Arsenal United Twitch stream. I'm not even. I never talk about other clubs. Sometimes I also want to talk about Chelsea. Maybe see how City and Liverpool are doing. You know, look at Chelsea games. But I'm scouting under 21-year-old players for United for the midfield right now. That's basically what this stream is becoming. Let me just fix the sound. Go. Also activates the fourth lever. The club sells a further 25% of Mouse Studios to the GJ Luma Fund for 100 million euros. So the fourth lever has been sold now. Didn't they have like 10 levers or something like that? Yeah. I think they had 10, right? I think Rovella. Mio, honestly, I've only seen Rovella in the preseason. Pistachio is not on YouTube. Okay. I thought he was a Juventus talent. I didn't know he was bought. That's why he's been used so much. But he just got bought by Juventus, Mio. Why do you think he will play for United? Honestly, I'm excited. I think Italian football is getting some very good midfielders. I feel like they are starting to get better. Like, it looks better than what I'm seeing from Spain at the moment. Not talking about the two big clubs. I'm talking about the level below that. Really, was the fourth the last one? Okay, let's look at this bench cam. This guy looks good, honestly. Rovella, he looks interesting. I want to see him in a full match, but you see, like, these midfielders in Italy, they know how to play midfielders. And I'm not sure it's because they get the space, you know, there's more time for them to play as a midfielders. But it looks good. So, I think just how long will it take him to adapt to English football? That's the issue. United just need one player that have a brain in the midfield. That's the thing. And if they can get an experienced one, it will be so good for them. Bentancur is good. But Bentancur, honestly, I never rated Bentancur at all in Juve. I thought Bentancur was so average in Juventus. But Conte just made him look brilliant. He just reduced him to what he can do really good, which is just get out of pressure and make those small passes. Benassa's just, you think for United? Just a very little player, right, in the midfield of United. Did you see how open that game was, Justin? Like, the games are so open in England. You want... Maybe he could work, Benassa. Because Tielemans is not better, right? But Tielemans still has a good football brain. Yeah, Inconspicuous. Conte do that a lot. He really knows how to get the most out of footballers. It's actually crazy. Yeah, maybe it's also Allegri just killing players, but Bentancur was not good for Pirlo either. Yeah, no, Kulusevski was big in Parma, but this is Jesus' chance. This was such a good move from Jesus. Oh my. That's a big miss from Martinelli. I don't want to see these moves. I want to see second half when they start to play a bit bad. Or maybe just 30 minutes into the game. Who's he talking to here? Is he talking to Saka saying, help him? Yeah, but does Brozovic want to leave? Is that bench camp with Klopp too? High-fiving. Arteta's too close to the pitch, man. He's just high-fiving players. I've never seen a coach do that like that. That's a set piece. Let's see the set piece coach now. Is he coming here? Yeah, there he is. That's the set piece coach, right? Yep. That's why we're sprinting, Fifth. Oh, Ilgor's having a talk. Can we get some lip reading? I wish somebody would lip read in England. What is he saying? Look at him. No foul. No foul. Do you guys see? He tells him not to foul. Don't foul the guy. I'm telling you, coaches hate when players when you foul a player. It's also super annoying. Like it kills so much momentum. Oh, you see there? Oh, he's not happy. You see, even Arsenal makes these mistakes still. I think this is a bit brain dead move from Gabriel. There was no reason to make that pass. Look at him. Super irritated body language. Not super irritated body language, was just like, what are you doing? Yeah. Who's he talking to? Who's he talking? Oh, he's talking to Zinchenko. Alex, help him or something. I think he's talking to Zinchenko there, right? Yeah, that's true. Wenger was just too much in the game, man. Yeah, but Zinchenko is not a good defender, like in general. Like he's an attacking midfielder, so that's the risk you play with when you play with that guy. It's a pros and cons with him. Oh, he's annoyed with that one. Look at his body language. He's just completely collapsed in the second half. Yeah. I don't know what to say about that. But it's fun because Arteta can tell the players so much, but they're still just... Nothing changed. I've seen him 100,000 times telling the players to calm down, and they will not calm down. they're ballers, mate. Ray, like good players. Eze obviously did his Achilles, so I don't think he will reach the potential he had. What I'm seeing for Arteta is what basically is just frustration, right? Basically how we all felt when we saw this game because Arsenal were just poor. Jesus was also not good in the second half. Let's see when he relieves, what happens with him. This is. Hug of relief. Justin, I've already made a video about the whole Arsenal game. It's from when we saw that game. It was. I don't know what to say about that. The singing Vieira songs. Nothing really I'm taking for this except for the no foul. It's just I'm seeing so I